Judges, ladies and gentlemen, very glad to be here again to see all the judges. Well, as you know already, my topic, it is about this house would discontinue all black operation in ASEAN. So before I'm going to elaborate on this topic, I would like to make this topic very clear and understandable to all of you. So I'm going to define the two key terms. The first key term is discontinue, which means to stop anything from existing or from happening. And the second word that I want to define is black operations, which means the kind of secret investigation, the secret activities, which some governments will not feel very happy to let the citizens or the people in one particular nation know. So overall, the meanings of this topic is that we, the governments, the head of states of all the 10 nations in ASEAN, should stop all these secret activities from being hidden to all the citizens in the nations. And before I am going to elaborate on the three main reasons that I found out, I want to just tell you a little bit of the purpose of creating the ASEAN. Well, the purpose of creating ASEAN is to bring about the economic growth, the political security, and also the mutual understanding of the people in the whole nations, the 10 nations. So actually in ASEAN community integration, there are three main pillars. So the first pillar is about the economic community, and the second one is the political security, and the last one is about the socio-cultural blueprint. So this topic is pretty much related to the second pillar, which is about political security, and why the governments should stop those secret kinds of clandestine operations from being hidden to the citizens. The first reason, my first argument is that when the government stop the people from getting the information, even about the secret information, so it cannot create the public awareness among the citizens. So I believe that the government should reveal all information related to the good news or the bad news, so that the people can get access to those kinds of information, and they also can, they can make a better judgment whether the government is doing the right thing or the government is doing the wrong thing, and then it can create a kind of public understanding of the social security in the society. And the second reason is that when the governments, the head of states of the country, can provide all the information, the secret information to the people living in society, so they will feel safe. Because let's say that if one of the terrorists which broke out of the prison and came to Cambodia, but the government did not tell this information, but just did the kinds of operation of investigating and arresting that kind of criminal, the terrorists, in our country. But how about if that terrorist appear in your village, and then he or she created the kinds of disturbance in the society? Will you feel safe? Will you want your government to do so? Well, I think you would not want your government to do so, because you also want to feel safe, and you want also other people living around you to feel safe. And the last one is that the government should stop these black operations, because it can create the transparency, which means it is fair. Why we are the heads of government can get access to that information, and why not the citizens can get access to that information? It seems to be not fair, isn't it? So overall, I believe that the governments should provide both good news and bad news to the citizens, so that we as the citizens feel we belong to the society. We are not isolated. We are not living outside the society. And if the government knows, and if I know, and if you all know anything that's happening in our country, we would be able to study more, to learn more, and probably to have a good discussion, so that we find out the best solutions more heads, more ideas, better solution. And thank you very much for your attention and time. Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to invite our judges for asking questions. Okay, thank you. So you say without the black operations, the citizens will feel better informed. But all the terrorists and traffickers also feel better informed. Won't it be easier for the terrorist to hide in your village if he knows what the government plan is and he can say one step ahead?
Okay, thank you very much. So the question is, if the criminal or the terrorist know that the government already informed the public, and will it be easy for the terrorist or criminal to try to hide himself from the place where the government already informed the people that he is probably going? Well, I think that it helps the government to be able to catch the terrorists. Why? Like the example you raised about a terrorist, let's say, went to my village, and the people already know the face and already know the information about that person. So when the people, let's say, saw that guide, why not inform the government? Why not inform the local authorities so that the authority can take action as quickly as possible to arrest that guy, to put in jail, to make Paul safe? Thank you very much.